Advanced Customer Life Support. Mid-Georgia Ambulance began serving the citizens of Georgia over 35 years ago. Founded in Macon, MGA now provides service in numerous counties across the state. Employing over 340 people, MGA provides emergency medical transport services, non-emergent transport services, neonatal transport, special event coverage, and community CPR training. MGA's mission statement and corporate policies are to be and be recognized as the best ambulance service in the state. Work for the growth of our associates in all areas of their life, both on and off the job. Improve the quality of life in every community in which we operate. And carry on all business matters and relationships according to the highest of ethical and moral standards as taught by Jesus Christ. Maintain as the highest concern the delivery of quality patient care at all levels of operations. Demand of its associates the highest level of professionalism at all times. Maintain quality patient care by maintaining financial viability. Abide by all laws and rules and regulations as set forth by the United States of America, the Federal Communications Commission, the State of Georgia, the Department of Public Health, the regional EMS councils of Georgia, and all local governments or agencies concerned with emergency medical services. These can be found and referred to at any time in the MGA Employee Handbook. Our goal is to communicate and renew the notion of great customer service to new and current MGA employees. You may wonder, why do I need to know this? Management receives complaints, large and small, from unhappy customers. 90 to 95% of the time, it stems from the topics that we will be discussing today. Poor attitude and body language can weigh heavier than most minor medical mistakes. There is a customer service principle called the Net Promoter Score. It boils down to this. When a customer has a good experience, they tell about 5 people. When a customer has a bad experience, they tell 15 people. Even if we're the only game in town, there's always a choice. So who are our customers? They can range from those we care for and their families to those we work with, and can include the public, which is watching even when we do not realize. Rule of thumb: anyone we come in contact with while in uniform is a customer. Efren Turbin sums it up well with his definition of customer service. Customer service is a series of activities designed to enhance the level of customer satisfaction. That is, the feeling that a product or service has met the customer's expectation. What is customer service to you? Some have a hard time defining customer service, but can tell you when they have not received it or a poor attempt at it. Let's take a moment to look at a few issues that contribute to poor customer service. The lost art of please, thank you, and I'm sorry. In the public service sector, we must remember that we serve the public. Being polite can help diffuse some tense situations. Remember, the hardest of truths can sometimes be taken easier with sincere emotion and a kind word. We all have bad days, but as professionals, we should not let our bad day influence how we treat others. Sometimes it is good to gain perspective on things. You may think that your personal issues make today a bad day, but the patient with an acute myocardial infarction has got you beat. Emotional leakage can cause one bad experience for our customer, which leaves them to think all medics are cold and uncaring. Apathy is defined as a state of indifference. When we are uncaring or indifferent to our customers, it may exacerbate their situation or condition. We should always exhibit some level of concern when dealing with our customers. If we do not care, then they may not care to call us again. Let's take a moment to discuss ego. A pinch of ego is needed in our profession. This can help us get past some difficult situations that we encounter. Too much ego can blind us from the reality of the situation, and important details can slip through the cracks. Ego can also prevent us from bettering ourselves because we think we know it all. How do we provide the best customer service possible? Let's go over a few things that can greatly improve our customer service. The public has the perception that we are simply ambulance drivers. Unfortunately, there are some in our profession that reinforce this with poor attitudes and being improperly prepared for each call. The ambulance driver will walk into a patient's house with nothing in hand and ask, "How are you doing today?" This can be disconcerting to a tripoding CHF patient with only a handful of breaths left in them. The medic, a true professional, exits the ambulance and moves towards the patient with purpose, carrying the necessary tools of trade in hand. That could be a jump bag, stretcher, and a cardiac monitor. The first 10 seconds can say a lot about you and our company. Be aware that the patient will remember what you say, how you say it, what they see, your body language, your appearance. Are you sloppy looking or pressed and professional? Your inaction or action. The Phoenix, Arizona Fire Department has a very extensive code of conduct which implores and holds their employees to their jobs as public servants. They will change tires on the side of the road and other acts that do not fall under their normal job titles, making going above and beyond the norm. The following is a brief excerpt from their code of conduct. We have become the agency of last resort for the poor, the homeless, the destitute, the mentally, emotionally, and physically challenged, the chronically ill, the indigent, the incarcerated, and the immigrant. This is the portion we should all pay close attention to. Interpersonal awareness and sensitivity is our responsibility. Indifference or lack of empathy is a professional weakness. The public does not need one of our members to be having a bad day. When they call us for help, they are already having one of their own. Perception is reality. If we act like professionals, then professionals we are. Remember the old saying, if it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck? If one or two medics act and appear unprofessional, then we all suffer that label. Here are a few ways to further the public's perception of us as professionals. Showing genuine concern and empathy. Doing a good job for the sake of a job well done. Acting with confidence as a direct extension of our medical director. These confident actions should leave no question in our patient's mind that we are there to help them. We should operate as if the medical director were there with us on every call. We have the backing of our medical director to treat patients under our standing orders. If we do not readily know, then we have the resources to call medical control and seek guidance. Here are some things we can continue to do to provide the best quality of care. We bring the hospital to the patient. We should instill confidence in the patient that we have all of the necessary tools to stabilize their condition within our ambulance. We can boast that we have a high level of training and know how to use it. We as professionals should always constantly seek to improve ourselves. We have multiple opportunities to learn within our company and our state. We need to take the initiative to be informed and seek training, even when it is not required of us. If we improve ourselves, we can directly improve our profession. Okay, let's pull it all together here. What can you do? Be professional. Move with purpose. Be mindful of what you say and how you act around customers. Everyone is a potential customer and should be treated accordingly. Provide the best quality of care. Know that you have all the tools you need to provide quality care. Do not default to the "I'm just a ride to the hospital" mentality. Put your best effort forward for each call. Constantly seek to improve yourself and your profession. Know your weaknesses and seek to strengthen them. Do not be afraid to ask for assistance. Have the initiative to seek out training, even when it is not mandatory. So in summary, the age-old rules of customer service are: rule number 1, the customer is always right. Rule number 2, if the customer is ever wrong, reread rule number 1. Remember, you are representing yourself, your company, and your profession. Make your lasting impression a positive one.